Now we look at the composite function. This is a function that is combination of two or more functions. If two or more functions have been combined, that is the meaning of composite function. So, e.g., if f and g are functions where g of g such that x is y and f, okay, f or such that y is equal to z, then their composite function denoted by f of g is the function y is z, which is given by f of g of x is equal to f open bracket, we insert or we replace the value of x with the function of g. So this is what the composite function is all about. Let us look at some of the examples which comes under composite function. So example says, if f of x is equal to x squared and g of x is equal to x minus 2 and g of x is equal to x minus 2, comma, find f of g. So this means that we are going to have f of g as our question number A is equal to, we are going to say, open bracket, we are going to say g and x, g of x like this. That is what we are going to have, open bracket, g of x. Or rather, we put f there and say f of g, f of gx. Now, what is the function f? The function of f is x squared. So where there is x there, we are going to say, therefore, x is equal to the function of g. So the value of x is x minus 2. So where there is x there, we are going to replace it with x minus 2. So we are going to have this one, the next point, it will be that x minus 2, then everything squared. So this will mark the end of f of g of x. This is the answer we have. Where there is x there, this x there, this x, the value of x, I don't mean the squared, just the value of x, it will be replaced with this. We are going to replace this x with this. No wonder I've written it like this. Then the square will still remain the same. Let us go to question number B. Question number B is g of f. So g of f, it will be g of f function or f of x. So what is g? G is x minus 2. So where there is x there, it will be replaced with x squared. Why replacing it with x squared? Because x squared is the function of f. So we are going to have our next step now will be, we are going to write it as x minus 2, but where there is x, we replace it with that square. So it will be x squared minus 2. So g of f, okay, f of x is equal to x squared minus 2. Is equal to x squared minus 2. Let us now go to the next question, which is question number C. Question number C, f of g3. So this one will be f, open bracket, we have g of of 3. G of 3. This will mean that where there is x, the function of f, it will be replaced by this. So it will be x minus 2 with that square. Now, we have g of 3. This means that the value of x will be 3. So where there's x in this function, we are going to replace it with 3. So we are going to have 3 minus 2. So 3 minus 2 will square it. Then 3 minus 2, the answer is 1. And therefore, the value of 1 squared is 1. So this is the answer for question number C. This is the answer for question number C. Let us try another example, which is example number 2. So we have this question which says, for the function f such that x is 3x plus 4, 3x plus 4, and g such that x is 2x minus 3. The question is, find each of the following. A, f of g inverse x. Then this one is g inverse of f inverse of 2. So for A, we have f of g inverse. This is the same as saying f of the inverse of g. F of the inverse of g. Now, what is the inverse of g? What is g inverse? Remember, the inverse, it is found by letting let y be the function of g, which is 2x minus 3. Now let us make x the subject of the formula. So it will be y plus 2 is equal, y plus 3 is equal to 2x. So we divide by 2, even this other side by 2. So our x is y plus 3 over 2. Now we exchange. Therefore, we are going to say y is equal to x plus 3 over 2. So this is the inverse. In other way around, I can say, therefore, the inverse of g is what has been found here. So this one now, our next step will be, what is the function of f? Of f is 3x minus 4. But where there is x, we are going to replace it with the inverse of g. I don't know if this one has been understood. We are replacing the value of x in the function of f with the inverse of g. Now, what is the inverse of g? The inverse of g is this. So where there's x there, I'm going to replace it with this. So actually it is not minus, but plus. It is 3x plus 4. So this one will be 3, open bracket, we are going to have x plus 3, okay, x plus 3, then we close bracket, then we say over, is over 2 there. Over 2, then we have plus 4. So this marks the end. If you don't mind, you can expand it so that you have 3x plus 9 over 2. So it will be over 2 plus 4. Then there you say this one is over 1. So our next point, it will be 2 is the common denominator. 2 into 2, it goes 1. 1 times everything on top. It is the same thing. Then we have plus. 1 into 2, it goes 2. 2 times 4, we have 8. So there we are now going to have 3x plus 17. So 3x plus 17, over 2. This marks the end to that question. So that is the answer, 3x plus 17 over 3 over 2. So that is what we have. Let us see the next question, which is question number B. Question number B is G inverse of F. G inverse of F inverse. So this will be G inverse of F inverse. Actually, it is F inverse of 2. So we'll put a 2 there. So G inverse, we already know. Our G inverse is x plus 3 over 2. So this is what we have. Now, where there's x here, we are going to replace x with the inverse of f. Now, what is the inverse of the function of f? Let us try by saying, we are going to say let y be 3x plus 4. So we are going to make y the subject of the x the subject of the formula. So it will be y minus 4 is equal to 3x. Then we divide it by 3, even inside by 3. So x is equal to y minus 4 over 3. Then now we exchange. So it will be x minus 4 over 3 is equal to y. So this is the inverse of f. So where there is the x, we are going to replace with this. So this one will be x minus 4 over 3. Then we have, because there's a plus there, plus 3. I'll just do this. Everything in bracket, then we say divided by 2. These 2 there. So what it makes sense. Now, where there's x, we are going to replace it with these 2 there. So it will be 2 minus 4 over 3, then plus 3. Whatever we get, we are going to divide it by 2. 2 minus 4, okay, I'll just write it here. 2 minus 4, the answer is negative 2. So it will be negative 2 over 3 plus 3. Whatever we get divided by 2. Okay, then this one, the common denominator is 3. 3 into 3, it goes 1. 1 times negative 2, it will be negative 2. Plus, this one is the same as over 1. This one into this, it goes 3. 3 times 3 there, we have 9. So we are going to have divided by 2. These 2 here, you can put also the what? The denominator, which is 1, because 1, it won't change the meaning. So what is negative 2 plus 9? The answer automatically is 7. So we're going to have 7 over 3. Then when you are dividing fractions, it changes to multiplication. Then the other fraction, it is reciprocated. So we are going to have now this one times that, we have 7. Then 3 times 2, we have 6. So this one marks our final answer. Or it can be 6 into 7, it goes 1, remainder 1 over 6. It is still the same answer. So this marks the end to our question, or our top, our lesson, which was under composite, function. Thank you so much.